Welcome to our channel, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me to ask you a very obvious question. Who is the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya? If you ask a lawyer that question, he will start by telling you that the law is very clear. Some will tell you that the law is very clear, that Geoffrey Rigathi Gachagua is still the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya because the High Court suspended any process that looks into asserting Abraham Kithure Kindiki as the Deputy President. But another school of thought, same school, same class, will tell you that Abraham Kithure Kindiki is the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya because he has been sworn in and that office cannot be vacant, and Rigathi has lost faith in the parliament and executive. So who exactly is the Deputy President? Assume that your child comes from school now and he or she asks you to tell him the name of the Deputy President. Now you've realized that we are in a constitutional crisis, whether you want to accept it or not. We find ourselves in a very precarious moment, one that I think we never envisaged. Now we have got two gentlemen from the same region, the region that has now earned headlines, Murima, when the President of the Republic of Kenya aliguza Murima. Kithure Kindiki, and I want us to draw the comparison between these two just to juxtapose and understand that we are in a constitutional crisis. We have two gentlemen. I don't know, one is called the former and one is called nominee. I don't know whether Kithure Kindiki is still a nominee, yet he was approved by parliament. I don't know the title that they now assume. I don't know whether Rigathi Gachagua assumes the title of the former. I don't know. But then let us look at these two gentlemen. One gentleman has been approved by parliament, and that is Geoffrey Kithure Kindiki. Another, the same parliament, has impeached the other. Look at that scenario, that both the National Assembly and the Senate have impeached Rigathi Gachagua Geoffrey. The same parliament, both at the National Assembly and the Senate, have approved Kithure Kindiki. Look at that. Number two, the one that has been impeached by parliament has been given the leeway by the courts. Geoffrey Rigathi Gachagua, having been impeached by parliament, he has been given the leeway by the courts to continue enjoying the privileges of a deputy president. The one that has been approved by the same parliament has been stopped by the very courts pending hearing. So we've got two arms of the government doing their job. The judiciary is giving Gachagua some light of day, while the legislative arm of the government is giving Kithure Kindiki. Number three, between these two gentlemen, one is enjoying the support of the executive. Remember, we are talking about three arms of the government. They have divided equally the legislative arm of the government and the judiciary. Now, one enjoys the support of the executive. One has fallen out completely with the executive arm of the government. And this is why many experts are now saying that we are standing at a constitutional crisis. Look at it this way. Moses Kuria today shared some photos and a video where he was saying that he went to inspect the venue where the swearing in of the nominee Kithure Kindiki will be sworn in. Who swears in a deputy president? I stand to be corrected, but the last time I checked, I thought it should be the Chief Justice herself. The Chief Justice Martha Koome is the one who is supposed to preside over the swearing in of a deputy president. The same Chief Justice is the president of the judiciary. And when Rigathi Gachagua went to the High Court, the judge of that High Court, suspended and directed that any process of swearing in Kithure Kindiki must stop pending hearing. In fact, it didn't end there. The judge sent those requests and the prayers to the Supreme Court president, to the Supreme Court president, that is Madam Martha Koome. So the same Martha Koome is expected to preside over swearing in of Kithure Kindiki. Yet, she's the same person who must respect and obey the directive from the High Court, because she is the president and she cannot go, she cannot go against a ruling from a judge of the High Court, not unless it is really pressing and it is very precarious. And I know that William Ruto is giving her pressure to maybe go ahead and swear in Kithure Kindiki pending the process that is going on at the courts. That is what I believe is happening. You'll be told, just do your work, swear in Kithure Kindiki, and let Gachagua go on with the case at the Supreme Court. Yet that cannot happen because she cannot go against the orders. Not even the orders alone, but the judge who ruled had requested that she forms a bench to look into this matter. So she cannot stop, forming a bench, or form a bench and, goes ahead and swear in Kithure Kindiki. But from the way things are moving, the UDA wing that supports William Ruto, they so trust that this swearing in will proceed. And I have listened to this argument that the judge stopped the appointment of Rigathi replacement. Yet by the time he was issuing those rulings, William Ruto had already appointed Abraham Kithure Kindiki. And therefore, they are arguing that that directive was time-barred because they had already appointed Kithure Kindiki and he went ahead to be approved by Parliament. But just like I was telling you, they will tell you the law is very clear. The other part that is supporting Rigathi Gachagua is arguing that whether the directive came before or after appointing the one that is supposed to replace Rigathi Gachagua, it doesn't matter. The directive stands as long as there is someone that is being seen as a replacement and he has been appointed by the appointing authority, who is the president of Kenya, then that stands null and void. And if this thing goes to court, you will realize that they will be tried. If you remember the cross-examination that went on between Ongoya and Bituse, then you will realize that a lawyer can make you believe that 9 is 6 and 6 is 9. So we are waiting to see. And I know that if there is one person who is under pressure, is the Chief Justice, because she is the one who must swear in if that swearing in must take place. I understand that the president really wanted the holiday, the deputy president, to be launched in Coast. I think that is where the celebration is going to take place. And therefore, ladies and gentlemen, I want to humbly submit to you that we can say that we have got 2 deputy presidents. 2 deputy presidents, 1 country, 1 chief justice under pressure. We have thrown ourselves into this. Someone was accusing me when I said that William Ruto himself made this bed, he must lie on it, because I want to repeat what we have been told. We were not there, but we were told that when William Ruto gave the UDA a chance to vote and give him a running mate, he was given Kithure Kindiki. He's the one who unilaterally decided to pick Rigathi Gachagua. I mean, he trusted Rigathi. We are told that Rigathi is a mobilizer. He had pumped in some money in the campaigns, and because they were looking at Mount Kenya West, William Ruto decided to pick Rigathi Gachagua at the expense of Kithure Kindiki. It is on that argument that I believe that they should continue. This is a marriage. They should go on to the fullest time to complete their three years remaining. Then someone wrote to me, and he was referring to the allegations that Rigathi Gachagua had got a hidden hand in the Gen Z protests, and that maybe he wanted to overturn Ruto's government. I take that as a very serious allegation, because this is not the first time. We were told Ogola, the late General Ogola, went to Bomas and they wanted to overturn the will of the people, and they wanted to kill Wafula Chebukati. And we were told that a commission would be formed of inquiry to look into who wanted to kill Wafula Chebukati. To date, nothing has happened. We were told of a container of blood, how people are being taken to Rivayala. So when I hear more allegations of someone who wanted to topple Ruto's government, the law is very clear. Why can't that person be charged? It cannot be that someone who wants to overturn you only suffers by being removed from power. I don't know. But as a layman, and I'm not a lawyer, I have a feeling that we have got two people who feel that they are deputy presidents. From where Kithure Kindiki is, in his house, I know there are congratulatory messages coming in order for Rigathi Gachagua after stopping the swearing in. I know he still believes and is hoping against hope that the courts will find him innocent and he will resume the seat. So let me ask you, if William Ruto bullies this way, or as the courts are dragging Kithure Kindiki sworn in, then the very courts suspend or come to find out that Rigathi is innocent. Who becomes the president? Or we create two offices, which is not in the constitution, to have two deputies. I don't know whether I'm reading too much, but I think there is a constitutional crisis, and we have got two deputy presidents. Description is very different, but in the next 2 days, we will see who is the real deputy president. It is a tale of two cities, one at the verge, another at the brink.